Welcome to Hello PEI. I'm Mike Montague with Remax Charlottetown, and today I'm talking with Coady Campbell, who knows the restaurant and seafood business on PEI as well as anyone. Coady owns and operates the Water Prince Corner Shop, which is aptly located at the corner of Water Street and Prince Street in downtown Charlottetown, a popular eating spot with locals and island visitors alike that for years has held a reputation as one of Charlottetown's best places to enjoy island seafood. Thank you for coming on the podcast, Coady.
Thanks, Mike. Glad to be here, bud.
The Water Prince Corner Shop, you guys have been a Charlottetown staple for how many years now?
We're coming into our 35th year. So we started in 1991.
35 years, wow. And back in the beginning, 35 years ago, we had a much smaller population. There were fewer island tourists. Yeah, I don't even think the bridge was built then, and you didn't see thousands of cruise ship vacationers arriving just down the street from you every day. Have you always been able to meet the growing demands as the island is and the population and all the tourism has grown?
We grew the business slowly, kind of with the growing population and with the cleanup of the rail yard and development of the waterfront. And timing was perfect for us to be down here. Our business grew with the neighborhood essentially.
Right. And is your father still actively involved with running the business?
He's still here along. Work is his hobby. He
Mhm.
doesn't know, I don't think, the definition of retired. So he's still here pretty well daily. He enjoys it. This is his baby. He started it from nothing and grew the business into what it is today. And
Yeah, you guys are on a first name basis with three-quarters of the island, I'm sure. And you guys are all about locally sourced seafood. I mean, you buy directly from local fishermen, would you not? Or how does that work?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We buy both from local fishers. We do buy from the plants as well.
Right. But fresh is the key there.
Yeah, no, you have it. Like
Yeah.
we're lucky enough to be here on beautiful Prince Edward Island. We've got some of the best seafood in the world,
Yeah.
and we're happy to showcase that. So yeah, we're bringing
Mhm.
in seafood every day.
Yeah, and the restaurant, I understand you're in the process of doing some updates since you closed in the fall. I mean, we're having a little bit of connection challenges here. We're going to get through this, but yeah, as you said, it's probably connected with all the activity that's going on downstairs right now with tradespeople. Tell us about what people can expect that's going to be different this year with all the renovations. I mean, some of them were planned, some of them took you by surprise. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. And and we are having some internet problems here. I think we've got cables moving around and all kinds of stuff down below. But yeah, we had some planned renovations. We added a second commercial kitchen on our second floor. So that second floor kitchen is going to help with our outdoor seating.
Right.
So we've got three patio tables on either side of the street. It equates to about 40 people.
Hmm.
And so our new kitchen will be able to serve those folks as well as our takeout. And we built a deck to access that new kitchen as well, which will probably have another 25 to 30 seats on it. So the new kitchen can do all of that, and then our poor little kitchen that's overworked will only have to deal with the original 35 seats inside. So it should just make a better customer experience.
Excellent. No, that's great. And I've seen that deck driving by. I saw them working on that in the fall. That's certainly going to increase your capacity and flow there. And you guys are located, well, you're in a historical building. You're right in the historical old area of downtown Charlottetown, and that all enhances your charm and identity. These renos are they being done to reflect and maintain that sense of history?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we are a heritage building, so there are certain things that we have to adhere
Mhm.
um, to follow along with those rules and regulations. But I mean, it's in our best interest, as you said. You know, there's a certain appeal of this neighborhood, you know, to kind of fit in with the rest and have kind of that old style charm.
Yeah.
Um, we did have, in addition, our renovations with the deck and the kitchen. We did try to blend that in with the existing structure,
Mhm.
but you had a pipe burst in January, which caused some unplanned renovations for us. So we'll be able to refresh and remodel a bit, but we're
Mhm.
still going to try to keep that same decor and you know, the experience that folks are used to. So yeah, we're definitely well aware of the the historical importance of our building and,
Yeah.
and the landscape and that experience. So yeah, that's a big part of what we're doing.
What are some of the changes that you've seen, the broader changes in the Charlottetown restaurant scene or the seafood industry over those 35 years? I mean, that's a show all in itself, but I mean, just some of the things that stand out to you that are different today.
Yeah, I think just the sheer volume of restaurants
Yes.
is mind-boggling for a little place. Restaurants of all types, we've
Yeah.
got all kinds, and it's truly an amazing variety when you really sit back and look at our population,
Hmm.
and you've got multiple for multiple ethnic cuisines.
Yeah.
We've got it all here. The whole Canada's Food Island movement was a big help.
I know anytime before we moved here, we visited PEI, and I would say it's the same mindset for anybody stepping off one of those 90 or so cruise ships that stop in here through the summer season. The first thing on people's mind is seafood. And one of the first places they see when they, hit dry land is your place there. Your location is great for that. Just remind us in general what makes PEI seafood so special.
I think the time and care that everybody puts into the whole industry is the big thing, Mike. Like, aquaculture on PEI is second to none.
Hmm.
Lobster crab industries, clams, everything, we're very conscious, sustainable, and the cold water is key, right? We're at that advantage of clean, cold, pristine water. And again, conscious about the sustainability of that. So there's measures that are always changing, constantly evolving to help the industry. And just it starts from the ground up, from the original fisher that's catching the product or growing the product in terms of aquaculture, the handling of that, the processing of it, and the best shape possible to the consumer. So it really is it's everybody working together to ensure that we get the best product and keep that reputation going, because
Yeah.
PEI is doing fantastic in the seafood market.
And that reputation is worldwide. I mean, we do harvest and produce some of the very best seafood, in the world. And your menu features both classic and traditional dishes, and a few unique offerings. What are some of your personal favorite dishes that'll be offered up this year?
Seafood chowder is a we I like to say we don't do it like your grandmother. We do it like your grandmother's grandmother. It's a painstaking process, worth it. We're making a batch of chowder daily.
Yeah.
It there's a lot that goes into it, but it's well worth doing. And even they don't cheat on the biscuit. We got a nice traditional biscuit to go along with
Mhm.
that too. We added an oyster burger last year during
Okay.
Burger Love in April, and it's kind of a neat item. It's just deep fried oysters on a bun. Nice lemon dill sauce, very, very fresh, nice. That'd be kind of our newest item. And I mean, the most popular item with our staff would probably be the fish cakes. Nice traditional island fish cake, potato based. Got haddock, got cod, got salmon in it.
Your place is known to locals and tourists as the spot to pick up fresh PEI lobster to take home or take to the cottage. You'll also ship live lobster for customers. I believe that's how your father started the business. Tell us a little bit about how that would work. Someone wants to take some lobster off the island, take it home, or take it to the cottage. What's the process there?
Yeah, just a phone call or an email, yeah, or drop in. Yeah, that's easy. So we started as a seafood business.
Mhm.
In I'll give you the quick version. 1984, my father and my uncle started a lobster pound in Panette, so to be on the way to the Wood Islands Ferry,
Right.
and that was kind of their side hustle. And they enjoy. I was an 8-year old sounded like Mickey Mouse. Lobster's
Mhm.
$3 a pound today, but
$3 a pound.
that was my
Nice.
early introduction to the seafood industry.
Yeah, okay.
Well, whatever it was, yeah, it was probably around that.
Yeah.
And then they opened a second location in 1987 at the Charlottetown Airport.
Hmm.
Um, my uncle sold the lobster pound, and my father took the shop at the airport. But rent was pretty crazy. The rent was pretty
Right.
ridiculous at the airport. So he said, I think I have a business I can build on. I'm going to
Right.
go buy a place. So he bought the Water Prince Corner Shop location now in 1991. And 21, we were just, selling retail seafood and packing for travel and shipping. And it seems odd to say, but at the time we felt we had too much space. So we decided to put some stools, made a little lunch counter with 4 items: steamed mussels, steamed clams, lobster
Wow.
rolls, and chowder.
Hmm.
Yeah, all our seafood on our menu is available for retail customers, so you can buy it, take it home, and prepare yourself. Take it to the cottage. If you're
Hmm.
traveling and you left somebody be home and they're looking after your dog, you can package up a couple lobster and bring that home as a souvenir. It's better than a
Yeah.
t-shirt. So yeah, we kind of do all things seafood.
Excellent. Excellent. So remind us when opening day is this season. You're a little bit off from previous years because of the renos, but what's your schedule there?
That by Mother's Day for sure, we'll be open some way, somehow. I do have some backup plans just to get us started. I
Yeah.
don't know if we'll be open full capacity when we want to be, but we'll definitely be open to some capacity.
Maybe set up a lobster pot on the sidewalk there.
We'll
But
do what we have to do, right? Yeah, we'll
yeah,
be
exactly.
cooking on the roof if we need to.
So for anybody watching here, do you recommend making reservations, or does walk-in still work there, or what would you say there?
Definitely reservations. The biggest reason why we still continue to take reservations is simply to help locals get in even in the busy times. So, if it's Friday night, you've had a hard work week, and you want a treat, you go down to a place and wait in a lineup for an hour just to eat. So
Oh,
you can book a spot at 7 o'clock, and
right.
we'll have a spot for you very close to that, and
Hmm. Well, that additional patio,
atmosphere.
as well as the second kitchen, I think is probably going to help alleviate some of those lineups, I would think. And I'm sure that's the plan. Yeah, with that all along.
Yeah, it should exactly it. You mentioned cruise ships. A cruise ship passenger, they're only in the city for a few hours, right?
Yeah.
So they certainly can't wait an hour or an hour and a half in a lineup. So this just gives us more flexibility.
Mhm.
We started doing that actually last fall. I just made up a little poster, and it just said, "Can't wait." You want to skip the lineup, and we just reduced and said you can get a seafood chowder or a lobster roll, and you throw that in as a takeout order, and
Right.
we could get that in and out in 5 minutes, and they can go across the street to a green space or find a park and
Yeah.
have a picnic, and that was another way to keep things moving. So this new deck is kind of the same thing, except we'll have actually some seating available that they can grab their takeout and grab a seat.
Yeah. Keep everybody happening or everybody happy. Well, I got to thank you, Coady. I'm going to wrap it up with you now. I know you're busy. You got to get back to keeping things rolling with all the projects and all the renovations. So it has been enlightening, and I got to say, I know it's still early, but I have a sudden appetite and craving for fish and chips and maybe a bowl of chowder here. But is there anything you want to say in closing here?
No, just thanks for having me on. Like I said, it is a busier winter than I had anticipated with some of these extra renovations. So it's nice to
Mhm.
to just have a chat and that stuff for a little bit. So I certainly appreciate that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just I love talking shop anyway. So folks that you and I have had conversations through the years
Mhm.
at the shop and kind of talked about seafood and restaurants and realty and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's always a good chance to get a break from reality and have these little
Well,
conversations.
yeah, well, thank you for taking the time, and as always, it's great talking with you. And I can't wait till I can walk through that door and place my order. So I wish you well with all the renovations there, and we will be seeing and talking to you soon. Thanks for your time.
That sounds good. Yeah, thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.